Guys, I'll be trimming these thighs, chicken thighs, and I'm trying not to make the video too lengthy. So what I'll do is trim most of them off camera, and get back to the rest of the video. The meat has been trimmed, and this is final rinse. I'm gonna season. Now guys, it's time to rub the seasoning in, but let me just show you what seasonings I use. So guys, if you have the powder allspice, a quarter teaspoon is fine. Scotch bonnet pepper, quarter teaspoon. The thyme there, if you love thyme, or if you choose to use cilantro or parsley, a quarter teaspoon is fine. And that's also another version of the allspice, the the one you pound up the seeds. You can use like 3 of them, pound it if you choose to. Meat tenderizer, quarter teaspoon, and paprika, a teaspoon is fine. Teaspoon to 2 teaspoons. And also I used meat tenderizer, and this is the meat seasoning. I showed you the meat tenderizer down here, and this is meat seasoning. So it's like an all-purpose seasoning. If you don't have meat seasoning, you can use all-purpose seasoning. So yeah, you add, and then your salt, guys. Salt is from, if you want to add a quarter to a half teaspoon of salt. Some people don't take a lot of salt, as well as if a teaspoon is fine for you. I have 11 thigh. Okay. And your black pepper, a teaspoon is fine. So along with the other seasonings, I'm going to rub it in. Now it's time to rub in onion. I have there a quarter of a medium-sized onion. Bell pepper, just a small piece, guys. I have red and yellow there. If you have green, you can use green. And green onion, the thyme that I showed you from the packet. There's ginger, garlic, just a small knob, and the leaf you see there is the pimento leaf. I'm gonna rub it in, until it's time to move on in the video. Now it's time to rub in onion. I have there a quarter of a medium-sized onion. Bell pepper, just a small piece, guys. I have red and yellow there. If you have green, you can use green. And green onion, the thyme that I showed you from the packet. There's ginger, garlic, just a small knob, and the leaf you see there is the pimento leaf. I'm gonna rub it in, until it's time to move on in the video. Also, guys, don't forget your salt and black pepper. Okay, salt, I think I mentioned that earlier, and your black pepper, quarter teaspoon to half teaspoon. The black pepper, you can take it to 1 teaspoon if you'd like. So the next day, guys, my chicken, marinated chicken, this is too small, so I'm putting them in 2 big pan, because I have 11 pieces here and 1 is not enough. And then there's juice in this, so let me pour some in that. And then sometimes, guys, when I'm baking my chicken, I put it in the oven. I just put seasoning and all, but you see, this is gonna spring water. The liquid that's in it, it's gonna spring water, and the chicken is moist, so I could pour it off, but I think I'm gonna leave the moisture, and then not too much oil. you know, because the chicken itself is fatty. So just a little bit of oil, drizzle lightly over. Because guys, I don't like too much of the frying. Too much oil is left behind. So I'm gonna stick this in the oven, and I have my peas here cooking. I don't cook a lot of peas, guys, when I'm making rice and peas. I don't like my rice and peas too peasy. So I put one on the top burner and one on the bottom to see which one you know, browns faster. And so I'm gonna crank up the oven to 400 degree for the first 10-15 minutes, and then flip it, and then I would lower it to either 350 or 325. I think I'm gonna keep the oven at 400 because you know, the moisture into the pan and also the chicken, it won't brown so easily. So I'm flipping the chicken, like, what is this, 20 minutes after. You check the chicken 15-20 minutes after. I'm keeping it at 400 because, you know, I want it to start getting color as quickly as possible. But I like the stage of it, you know, the stage of it, guys. It's the chicken is cooking on the inside, which is very important. Cooks on the inside before you start getting your color on the outside. And I think 400 degrees good. So guys, after 45 minutes to 1 hour, I'm adding barbecue sauce. Okay, that's jerk barbecue sauce. This one. And then I'm gonna flip it over, do the same for both. So I'm gonna give this a cook like within an hour and a half total cooking time should be done. So this is like 45 into 50 minutes of flipping it every 15 to 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna add some more barbecue sauce here and put it in the oven. Now guys, the first tray I put barbecue sauce, but this one I decided to put the sweet and sour V8 sauce onto the chicken. So the first tray barbecue, and then this is sweet and sour. I have plum sauce also in the fridge, but you know, either. So instead of having one kind of chicken, and you can use your brush, guys. To apply the sauce, and after, you know, because there's moisture into the pan, you can, if after the moisture dries down a bit more, you can add a bit more sauce if you like, you know, and let it take on some of the heat for at least 5 minutes before consuming. I'm gonna stick this back in the oven. So I'm just getting a peek in the oven here. That's what. Guys, I turned the oven off, and an hour and 15 minutes later, the chicken is looking good, and I know it's cooked on the inside. Now this oven baked chicken, guys, I put the sauce, not so much to make a jerk sauce or what was that one, plum or sweet and sour, yeah, whichever one I use. I think some plum or sweet and sour. I could write it on the screen. Okay, so it's not so much the sauce. I want to coat the chicken, which was why I didn't bother to paint it with a brush. I used a fork. But, you know, it kind of blended into the sauce blended into the gravy, which is what I'm trying to aim at. So now it's time to cook I'm going to see my rice and peas. And, yeah, chicken is done. Give the video a thumbs up, you know, and leave a comment down below. And thank you for watching. And share the video with family and friends. Look how moist and juicy it is, guys. And I'm about to taste this. Can't wait. So this is a sweet and sour. Yes, the sauce was sweet and sour. And this is the jerk. Time to test it out. Sweet and sour is perfect. It is perfect. And I made them so I baked them so I can have some gravy, guys. Jerk chicken. They're both perfect. They are both perfect, guys. Thank you for watching, and leave a comment down below. Until then, see you in the next video.